Welcome back to another episode of Inner Monologues. Today's topic is about signs from the universe. Is it just a sign? Is it a message from the universe? Or is it an unfortunate coincidence? Or is it a result of our already curated algorithms? It's very nice to think about the fact that, universe is sending us secret messages. It's partners with us in life. It's sending us messages through angel numbers like 11, 11, 12, 12, things like that. Or is it it can be messages through even unexpected encounters or perfectly timed song lyrics, or you were thinking about some person and you start noticing their name everywhere. Like it's getting mentioned in conversations, you see them on different billboards, shop names. What is exactly that? Or you were thinking about someone and they texted you. Or you were thinking on approaching somebody, they approached you first. Coincidence, fate, or just selective perception, making us exactly see what we want to see. There's something really nice about believing that the universe is conspiring in our favor, that we're being gently guided towards our destiny by a series of symbolic breadcrumbs. That's exactly what I feel it is. Breadcrumbs to keep us, hooked on just as much as required. See, we all love cosmic messages. A random stranger in the bookstore, recommending a favorite novel, or someone watching your favorite movie. Is it a divine push to believe in serendipity? Or the missed call from an unknown number? What nonsense. See, I think all of those signs, everything is a sign if you're crazy enough. If we want to believe something is right for us, we'll find all the little signs that prove it. If we secretly know that something is wrong for us, we'll start seeing red flags everywhere. The mind is a master storyteller, capable of turning even the most mundane detail into a dramatic plot twist. Oh my god, so many of the times I've heard these people say about, one glance, makes them feel important from like their peers or things like that. Sometimes it's like, I find it crazy. How can everything be a sign? See, sometimes, everything is a sign. I feel like, mentally as humans, we are wired to look for meaning in everything. That's when I came across this theory called confirmation bias. Confirmation bias. The tendency to notice things that reinforce what we already believe and ignore the ones that don't. It's why when we think about someone, we suddenly see their name everywhere. It's why one unanswered text feels like a sign to let go. But a like on Instagram story convinces us to hold on just a little longer. Those are just breadcrumbs. I genuinely do not believe in the people who say, when they say, oh my god, I got to know about him and I'm getting all the names about them everywhere. Bro, it's just confirmation bias. You know about new information, it's popping up everywhere. It's not like you're manifesting or something. It's not manifestation. You are just exceptionally good at connecting dots that were never meant to be connected. But this is when all things happen. When you are ready to throw out the idea of cosmic signs out of the window, something happens that makes you pause. A gut feeling that turns out to be right, a perfectly timed message when you actually need it, or you get the biggest break in your life, like you get something that you needed from a really long time. I think from all of this, my takeaway is that it's not about whether the universe is speaking to us or not, but whether we are open to listening in the right way. Instead of chasing signs to justify our decisions, maybe we should focus on tuning into what our intuition is already telling us. The difference between a sign and a coincidence is how much meaning we assign to it. See, you should stop asking the universe for signs and you should start asking yourself, what do you really want? See, that's what I'm telling you. Whether it's a bad omen or a bad sign that comes for something that you really want to do, if you end up doing it with the same passion and conviction that you have, no matter what bad sign comes, you will succeed. You will be in the position where you want to be. You will be successful. You should stop looking for validation in the stars and you should start trusting our own intuition. A famous example that I remember was of the music director Ilaiyaraaja. So there's a story that goes, I don't know how far it's true, but when he first, started recording his song, the first time in his studio or something, the current went off. And I think in most of the Indian traditions, the light going off is considered an inauspicious sign. if he had thought that to be the an inauspicious sign, the universe to say like the universe is telling him to quit music, he left his village and had come, begged a lot of people for chances and stuff. I wouldn't say begged is the right word, but he had asked a lot of people for chances, and I guess he got a break on something. But if I had taken the sign from the universe, the light going off as a sign, we wouldn't get the music that he has made today. He would not become such a successful musician. It's crazy that it depends on us. We should stop looking for validation in the stars and trust yourself, trust your gut, trust your intuition. If you're not trusting it, at least figure out what it's trying to say. It's like if you're searching for cosmic permission to do something, deep down you already want to do it. If you're looking for a sign not to do it, you don't want to do it. Don't do it. That's what I really think about all the signs and stuff related to that. It's crazy, but everything is that's what I say. Everything is a sign if you're crazy enough. If you want to do it, you will look only for the things that you want, like something that's saying yes. So I think more than a lot of people tell that no, these signs are really important. It's God guiding us. I think God supports our passion, conviction, hard work more than. Okay, let's say we want to do something. We get a sign directly from God that says you should do it. Okay, and then you do it only because you got a positive response, but you have no whatsoever intent on doing it. So you will not get the result that you want. That is because you will not put in the effort that you need, because it will be half-assed effort. If you wanted to do it and you also see the sign, positive sign, okay, well and good, you will do very well. But if you want to do it and there's a negative sign, and you should do it anyway because you still will succeed. There are two ways. There's a reason for succeeding in this, because you want to prove those negative signs wrong. Second, you will have the conviction. You will take every decision. You'll think twice, so that you will put in more the effort. That's very important. And what else is there? What else want to talk about these? Yeah, I told you this is basically confirmation bias. They say that your brain is filtering out billions of neutral things that happens every day and choosing the ones that fit your narrative. And they can be right, they can also be wrong, because whether it's genuine guidance or your mind connecting the dots, the feeling is real. And the feeling is what changes us. Seeing signs makes us, feel like charged, alive. It maybe forces you to slow down and pay attention. Maybe that billboard tells you that you should not do something. It makes you stop for a moment and you remember that you have choices. Maybe the line in the book you were reading wasn't placed there for you, but it still lit something up inside you, changed you, altered the way you perceived the conversation that you had with your friend. See, the truth is, we all need stories to make sense of our lives, and many of the signs we notice are simply stories we write in real time. We take an ordinary thing and assign it meaning, and suddenly it becomes extraordinary. So yeah, I think everything is a sign if you're crazy enough. But I think what you need to look for is go inward. Find out what do you want to do. It's crazy, but that's where the answer lies. Because at the end of the day, a sign can be interpreted any way you want. Like literally any way you want. You can take it in negative way, positive way. Signs are neutral. You are the one assigning value to them. It's literally dangerous, because it could be something really bad for you, but if you see it as a positive thing, you will anyways go ahead and do it. It can be interpreted the other way around as well. It all boils down to how you see it. There's a kind of beauty in this madness, but I guess that's how life is. All of life, isn't it? Oh, to end, I will say that the most dangerous signs are not the ones we invent, but the ones we ignore. The inner signals that we bury until the universe has to shout them back at us through, billboards, names, or song lyrics, or page turning, or a number that you see on your phone, or waiting to wish for something at 11:11. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Keep listening.